with GL in the house, it takes me back to the beginning of the Clone Wars. When George announced that the show was going to be happening, I think it was, 2005 back in Indianapolis, Celebration 3. And he said that he was going to kick off the show, get you on your feet, and then he was going to step back. Is George still as hands-on as he's ever been?
He was very hands-on in the beginning. I would see him more than once a week at times. I used to put like all the original designs, Anakin and Ahsoka, everything went through him. I would have them done and direct them to a certain point until I thought they were ready, and then I would show them to him and say, what do you think of this? But once we established the look of the show, he did step back to a degree. But, you know, he will always be involved in the, he sees a story reel, which is like a very rough form of an episode. So he watches that, and then he gives me notes. He used to come in for those, and we would sit together and watch them. Now he just calls me. I sent him a DVD. He called me here out front of the... You saw me stooped over in the grass the other day, writing on the ground. I was scribbling notes because I was on the phone with him.
And it's not like he didn't know where you were.
He knew exactly where I was. He was like, how's it going? I'm like, it's going great. Everybody loves the show. He's like, great. I got some notes for you. And I was like, great. Let's get those down. And we did. And I have to say, they were great notes. Great ideas. He does these little things that I think really make our episodes just that much better. And he's brilliant at pointing out the kind of base logic stuff. Like, this dialogue doesn't make enough sense here. You can't take for granted that people are going to understand what's happening. And he's constantly policing that. So I do those changes. They're all minimal anymore, though, because we really try to work the way he's taught us.
You can anticipate things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. We try to get ahead of him. It's like almost a game. You know, challenge George Lucas. Can we make an action scene so he won't change it? Can we write a bunch of dialogue in a scene so he's like, yeah, that's the way it goes? And we've gotten pretty good at it over the years. Then he watches the color. For those, he actually comes in and sits in the theater with us, and we all sit there and just watch the movie together.
Do you guys have snacks?
No real snacks in the theater, man. He's a nice theater.
Yeah. You
don't really want to do that. It's in the morning. Sometimes we have a coffee.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Right.
We talk about, but really it's
not
just
sharing the Skittles or anything, but back and forth.
No Skittles. Come on. But.
Filoni hates Skittles. Scoop.
Oh, man, seriously. But, so he watches that episode, and we kind of catch up and talk about things that we want to do, all kinds of different projects. What I was trying to do in that screening yesterday when we had the panel was I was really trying to give you guys a look at what it's like when Joel and I just sit there and talk to George. We talk about all kinds of things, summer movies, whatever, what's going on in the industry. It's a lot of fun anymore, and it's very creative, and he keeps it really relaxed, and a lot of my crew's in there, and they get to hear straight from George. And lately, not to be self-promoting, but he's been really pleased. He really loves season 5 and, everything that we're doing these days. So I think I clearly say it's some of the best stuff.
Hey, this is Dave Filoni of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and you are listening to Rebel Force Radio.